where I watched a nurse at a rural health center. She was carefully examining a rural patient's mouth. She spotted a small white patch in that patient's mouth, a bit that a postgraduate student of mine had missed. And he dismissed, saying that it is nothing. Now this particular nurse, she persisted, and the patch was biopsied, and it turned out to be an early oral cancer. For that man, it was a life-changing moment. Thanks to that timely action, today that patient is alive and watching his grandchildren grow. So, it tells you the importance of noticing or detecting early any symptom. That nurse's knowledge, a vigilance, and a courage to act, these are the qualities I see in this room today. Today, we face harsh truths in India regarding cancer. The number is growing. It's over 1.4 million new cancer cases each year. And by 2030, this may approach almost 2 million. That's a tremendous and a huge number. Cancer in rural areas is often diagnosed late. Awareness is low. Screening is minimal. And many patients travel hundreds of kilometers for treatment, arriving too late. What is worse is the aspect of treatment abandonment. That silent tragedy which unfolds is very real. Roughly 20 to 30, I can almost say 40% of our patients stop midway. Not because the treatment is failing, it may be because of the side effects, it overwhelmed them. The costs were very huge. The hope dwindled. This is where you all will make a difference in these patients' lives. There are too few oncologists and even fewer specialized oncology nurses. Therefore, you become the front line, each of you, whether in primary healthcare, wards, hospitals, or community. What can you do? You are early detection specialist. When you run a self-breast examination camp, you screen a tobacco user for oral lesions or perform the early screening methods, that is visual inspection for cervical cancer. You are practicing preventive oncology. You are treatment navigators. Cancer care is very confusing. Only that particular patient and the family undergoes that trouble. Multiple tests, multiple visits to hospital. You help these patients and their families find the way. That is why you are called the navigator. You explain, remind, connect and support. You are symptom management experts. Nausea, pain, mucositis, neuropathy. So Dr. Guru was saying, the first thing when we say chemotherapy, the first thing what comes to a patient's mind or the patient party is hair loss. So even at present, when I counsel a patient specifically for breast cancer, a lady, the first thing they're worried about is their appearance. Each of this will haunt the cancer patient. Your skill in managing these determines whether the patient continues the treatment or gives up. You are educators and advocates, teaching a breast self-examination, explaining about the chemotherapy need, advocating for pain relief. These actions save lives and uphold the dignity. You are compassionate companions. The hand you hold, the tear you wipe, the extra minutes you give, they are invisible labor, but they count deeply. What is it in this continuing nursing education program? What will it equip you to do? So today's program is designed to strengthen your capabilities across the continuum of cancer care. In assessment skills, helps you recognize the early signs of common cancers in India. If you know the urban population, in Bangalore we say it's the most leading cancer is breast cancer. 1 in every 10 women can develop breast cancer. And with our lifestyle changes, the lifestyle modifications, what we have undergone, the incidence of breast cancer is rising tremendously. I see a lot of young women over here, and even the men who are here, you will have somebody in your family. So it's very important that we detect this breast cancer very early. So there your role comes in. Helping in screening techniques, the hands-on practicals in the clinical breast examination, oral cavity examination. Chemotherapy competencies. As a prescriber, I prescribe the medicine. The handling, the administration lies in your hands. So the safe handling of cytotoxic drugs, managing infusion reactions, preventing extravasation injuries. Psychosocial support, conducting difficult conversations, managing patient and family anxiety, offering culturally and sensitive care. Palliative care. This is a very important aspect in the Indian population or in our present setup. We don't give much importance to palliative care. So palliative care provides comfort beyond cure, supporting those with advanced disease and their families with dignity and compassion. Patient and family education, empowering patients, engaging families in care, improving adherence through teaching. Therefore, my message to all you participants, to the nursing students here, for you, the students, oncology may seem very daunting. It deals with serious disease, complex treatments, sometimes death. But let me tell you, what it also offers is intellectual challenge, professional growth, meaningful relationships, the satisfaction of life-saving work. You will never stop learning. You will specially use your nursing skills in a scarce field with a high need. You will know the patients deeply, their hopes, fears, families, and their stories. You will make a difference in each patient's lives. As you listen to today's sessions, watch not only what is taught, but how the experienced oncology nurses, experienced oncologists think, communicate, decide, and care. Those are skills you can't learn in a textbook. To all the working nurses here, to those of you already working in cancer care, your wisdom is invaluable. You have handled complication, soothed the suffering, guided families. Your presence here shows you continuing commitment to excellence. Please share your stories during the sessions, share your real-world information, mentor your colleagues, to the students and the younger nurses. Your experience is teaching for these young nurses here. Therefore, today is just the starting point. This program is only as valuable as what you do afterwards. Apply what you learn today as soon as you return to work. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There is never a perfect moment for learning. Share freely with colleagues who could not attend today's session. Keep learning. Join nursing societies, read oncology nursing journals, attend further programs. Reflect on your practice. What went well? What might you do differently? What do you need to learn more about? And support each other. Form peer groups, debrief after the tough cases, share resources. I hope the following is further through this program. Our administrators and policymakers continue to encourage and support continued nursing education. Nurses need protected time for learning, financial assistance to attend the programs, recognition for their improved skills, opportunities to apply what they learn, and structured mentorship. Investing in nursing education is one of the highest return investments in healthcare. Well-trained nurses mean better outcomes, fewer complications, greater patient satisfaction. And I can proudly tell you that in K2I, I was the leading person for starting the bone marrow transplant unit. I have a very dedicated and excellent nursing support team, because of which it makes a big difference in our bone marrow transplant unit. We have completed more than 130 or 140 transplants at it's a government organization. totally, completely, almost free I can say, with only 1% mortality. That's an excellent number for a government organization, and that is possible only because of my nursing team. As I end, let me share my hope for all the participants here. I hope this program instills confidence to trust your judgment, to speak up for patients. Inspiration to pursue excellence, to view oncology nursing as a field worthy of your best efforts. Connection with colleagues who share your commitments and challenges. Renewal on days when nursing feels overwhelming. Remember why you chose this noble profession, why your work matters. You being here today is a testimony of your desire to invest in your growth, your compassion, your professionalism, the extra moments you take when no one else sees. India's cancer patients need you. Skilled, compassionate, current in your practice, confident in your abilities. This nursing educational program is designed to help you become just that. You are not just participants in a workshop, you are the future of cancer care in India. You are hope with a stethoscope. You are healing hands guided by science and compassion. Go forth and make today's learning count. Your patients are waiting for you. Thank you, and may this program be enriching, inspiring and transformative for everyone. All the best and God bless you all.
Assalamualaikum. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಆಂಕಾಲಜಿ ಇದರ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ನ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು ಕರಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ಡಾನ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಟಿಯವರೇ, ಮತ್ತು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯ ವೈದ್ಯರುಗಳು, ಇಸ್ಮಾಯಿಲ್, ವೆಂಕಟರಾಯ ಪ್ರಭು, ಇತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಈ ದಿನದ ಶುಭವನ್ನು ಹಾರೈಸ್ತಾ, ಆಂಕಾಲಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು 2 ಘಟನೆ ನನಗೆ, ಒಂದು ನನ್ನ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು ತುತ್ತಾಗಿ ಮರಣ ಹೊಂದಿದರು. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟು ಭಾರಿ ಆಸೆ ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷೆಗಳಿಂದ ನಿಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡೀನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರು, ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ 65ನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ, ಒತ್ತಾಯದ ಮೇಲೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಾನು ಏನು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ಏನು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಹೊಂದಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಿ, ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೊಸಿಷನೇ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇರಲಿ, ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. ಮೊದಲನೇ ವರ್ಷ MBBS ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅವರು ಯಾವ ಥರದ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಅನಾಟಮಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಕಣಚೂರಿನ ಅನಾಟಮಿ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಯಂ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಅವರ ಸ್ವಂತ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೇ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ನ ತರಿಸಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೇನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು. ಅದನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯವರಾಗಲಿ ಯಾರಾಗಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಲೇಬೇಕಾದಂಥದ್ದು. ಅವ್ರು ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನಾನು ಇದೊಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ, ಮಣಿಪಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನು. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಫುಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಹಣ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದು ಅಚ್ಚುಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಏನೇ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಔಷಧಿ ತಿಂದು ಕುಡಿದು ಅವರನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾರತದ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಔಷಧಿಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವರು ಮರಣ ಹೊಂದಿದರು. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತದೆ ನನಗೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ನನ್ನ ಅಕ್ಕನ ಗಂಡ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ಗೆ ತುತ್ತಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಮಲಗಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈ ಬಾಯಿ ಹಲ್ಲು ಹೀಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಹುಳಗಳು ಇಷ್ಟಿಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ. ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನಾನೇ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, ದೇವರೇ ಅವರ ಅಂತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹಾಡಿಬಿಡಲಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕಾಣುವುದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ನೀವು ನರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುವವರು ಯುವ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗಳು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 2 ಜನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಇವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗುರುಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಸಲ್ಡಾನ ಅವರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೌಲಿ ಸಲ್ಡಾನ ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೂಪರಿಂಟೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಿ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಕಲಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರಿಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮುಂದೂಡ್ಬೋದು. 1 ತಿಂಗಳು ಅಥವಾ 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ಅಥವಾ 1 ವರ್ಷ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಮುಂದೂಡ್ಬೋದೇ ವಿನ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಬದುಕಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಅಂದಾಜು ಈ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ ಈ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳ ಸಮೂಹಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದು ಏನೇ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅವರು ಬದುಕುವ ಕಾಲದಷ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸಂತೈಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೇವೆ ಕೊಡುವ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವವರು ನೀವು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ತಯಾರಾಗಿ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳುವುದನ್ನು ಆಲಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಕಲಿತು ಮುಂದುವರಿರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್.